Good morning, hello, and welcome to this episode of Black Food TV. I'm here today with author Katisha Corneille, who just penned a new book that's entitled When Life's Tasks Become Life Lessons. So welcome, Miss Corneille, and I'm going to ask you a few questions, and we're just going to have a conversation, okay? So my first question to you is, why is writing and reading important to you?
Well, for me, writing is the best way that I can get to express myself. While I do enjoy speaking, what writing does for me is it gives me time to reevaluate what I've written. And sometimes I look back and I say, wow, this is how I felt that day, or this is what I thought that day. So writing gives me the time to allow my thoughts to marinate. That's why I enjoy writing. Now, reading is one of the best gifts that we can give to ourselves and gives to our children. What reading does is it allows you to produce your own interpretation. It allows you to create your own imagination. For example, you may read a book about the circus, and your variation of the circus in your mind is different from my variation, but then we bring those together and we share, we see how they're different. And that makes life even more better. So this is why I love reading and writing.
Just to piggyback on that, do you think people are still reading?
Not as much. I think persons are so caught up in the summarization. For example, we can see even when our ministers give their press conference, we don't want to watch the whole press conference, we wait for the what's up, watered down version. I think because things are going so fast paced, a lot of persons have lost interest in reading, and this is one of the reasons I made the book short, because at first I was skeptical about, okay, this book is short, but I realized that this generation, we need to get the point out to them fast and quick and stay on topic, and we don't need all the fluff, and that's it. So that's my view on it.
Okay. What inspired you to write your book?
Well, honestly, I want to become a motivational speaker. Sometimes I have dreams and visions of myself speaking to people and speaking in crowds, motivating people. Now, I'm not there yet. I'm not matured in that area yet. I'm working on it. However, I realized that writing a book would have been the first step in getting there. And for my Bahamian people, especially my young people, I really wanted to understand how delicate time is, how precious time is, how precious your gift from God is. So the book is really a motivational book to get persons to understand that they need to get going. Miles Monroe always says that the graveyard is rich, because so many dreams have never been accomplished out there. So the book is just a little encouragement, little fire underneath you to get you going.
Okay. Who would you say is your target audience? Who is this book written for?
This book is written for anyone who feels that they're just living, like they're just surviving. They're not actually living within their full potential, within their true purpose. They don't know what their purpose is. They're still trying to figure it out. Some persons, are not sure, okay, why did God send me here? Who is God? And so forth like that. So the book is really for those persons who don't understand what their gifts and talents for. And our gifts and talents are not just for us.
Exactly.
Because they're always to help other persons. They're always to improve the community and the world around us. So that is who the book is written for. If you feel that you don't know your purpose and you're trying to struggle to begin a dream or accomplish something, the book is written for that person.
Okay. What would you give, what encouragement would you give to other writers here, especially here in the Bahamas?
I would say congratulations for having the courage to even begin your dream or to begin in your book. But I want to always say to writers, because this is something that I would have went through as I wrote my book, you have to realize that you cannot compare yourself to others, especially established authors. For example, at this stage, I would never compare myself to a Miles Monroe. I would like to get there, but I would never compare myself to him. And you have to realize that it's okay to start off small,
Yes.
and it's baby steps that gets us really where we want to be. Also, when it comes to your book, when it comes to your work, I would say professionalism. Don't shortchange your audience. Don't shortchange yourself with cheap labor. You know, for me, I personally, I saw the best in the market, and I was very pleased with the work in terms of the production of the book, the cleanliness of the book, and so forth. It's your baby, so treat it like your child. You know, you wouldn't give your child any old thing, so that's your dream, that's your baby. Treat it like that.
Okay. And my last question for you is, I know you mentioned a while ago that you want to do motivational speaking. That's what you want to graduate to. But are there any other books in store for you?
Presently, no, but book 2, the part 2 of my Life's Starts Become Life's Lesson is in progress. I'm presently working on it. And then I'm also working on a book called He's Not For You, Sis. So those books, I would like to have them out by next year, so you can look forward to them. And like I said, that's it. You know, your dream is your dream, and don't let anyone take that from you. Your story is your story, and no one can tell it like you.
Thank you so much
You're
for the
welcome.
interview.
Glad to be here.
Okay.